And we may have never known about all of this if it wasn't for President Trump and the Democrats' misguided efforts to remove him from office, exposing themselves along the way. And we may have never known about all of this if it wasn't for President Trump and the Democrats' misguided efforts to remove him from office, exposing themselves along the way. So tell me again how the president isn't elected, he's selected. Tell me again that one side of the coin is no different than the other. And it's the same old game, just with a new twist. If that's the case, do you really think they would allow themselves to be exposed through their own stupidity? So let me put this in the simplest terms possible. They're stealing from you. And by not saying anything to them, that makes it okay. That makes it your fault in their minds. And they will continue to do it until they're finally exposed. And thank God, by accident or design, we have a president in there that's doing just that. So, like I said, tell me again, the president's elected, not elected. That's not what the events that have unfolded since the election tell me. Tell me again how one side of the coin is no different than the other. As they expose themselves and their corruption along the way. Tell me again that it's the same old game with a new twist. When obviously that's not the case. How many freaking times do I gotta say it? Everything changed in 2016, or all of this bullshit would not be happening. You'd have never heard about the corruption in Ukraine. You'd have never heard about the connections to the Bidens. Hell, for that fact, you'd have never heard even part of the story on Hillary's freaking emails. Which, by the way, ties together all of this shit. That's what the server was for in the first place. The Clinton server was a gatekeeper to the whole corrupt scheme. And when you paid into the Clinton Foundation, that gives you access to the server. And by having access to the server, you're able to set up your crooked deals, figure out how to run the kickbacks, and access this, that, and the other thing along the way to make it all possible. That's why she deleted 30,000 emails. That's why the server suddenly disappeared, because all of the evidence is on there. And ladies and gentlemen, I would not be surprised one bit if the Trump administration has it all. Because when you're elected to president, like it or not, acknowledge it or not, you're in charge of the deep state. And if you're one of them, that's just peachy. And if you're not, uh-oh. Now we got a problem. Now we got to figure out how to get rid of this guy before he exposes us all. Even if we have to expose ourselves along the way. Because of the crime and the punishment of treason is too severe for them to pay the price. Because once you're hanging from the end of the rope, quite literally, the jig is up. So let me reiterate, I don't give a shit about Trump's supposed connections to Israel. I don't care about his business dealings with the Rothschilds in the past. Because it's all about the work. It's all about the things that are unfolding right before our very eyes. Instead of the unfounded, unsubstantiated rumors that people on both sides are spreading. It's all about the work. Who's doing what they said they were going to do? Who isn't? And what bullshit comes out because of it? So let me put it simply yet again. They're stealing from you. Coming into your house, the United States of America, and stealing your money. And because we haven't thus far said anything about it or taking it very seriously, they're blaming us for their crooked actions. Because nobody has the balls to stand up and say, hey, stop stealing from us. Hey, you're corrupt. You're in violation of your oath of office. And so forth and so on. And this country will never be great until the citizens of it are willing to do just that.